Hi students, this is Miss Lockhart. Let's talk about analogous colors. Look at this great color wheel. When you turn the middle around inside that little space there, you will see analogous colors. You can have 3 or 5 or 4. Aren't they nice when they're together? It's a very harmonious color family. Okay, so we're going to be doing a drawing and using those analogous colors in our drawing. I recommend you use a pencil with an eraser and a regular sheet of paper. This paper is 8 by 12, I think, computer paper. Now I'm going to fold my paper in half because we don't want our drawing to take the whole page. We're going to make a slightly smaller drawing on just 1/2 of our paper. Okay, we're about ready to start. Get your pencil and your eraser handy, and we're going to draw the hill country. We are in central Texas, and that is a lot of the landscape that we see. So to make hills, we're going to be using a lot of curved lines that are kind of stacked on top of one another. We're actually going to be creating a landscape that has depth with a foreground, middle ground, and background. Okay, so my first line starts on the right and goes down almost to the left side of the paper. It's a curved line, kind of like a slide. Another word for it would be diagonal. Now, I'm going to make 2 little dots to help me with my curved line so that I know where to start and where to finish. You can do the same too if that helps you. And now I'm going to draw a tree. You can do any kind of tree you want. I really like these fun lines, these curvy, crazy lines. And now for another curve. I didn't do my dots that time, but you can. And another curve from almost the middle of the last curve, and I'm doing my dots now to make sure I land in a good spot right above the trees. All right. Let's do some more trees. Make sure they're smaller because they're going to be further away in your landscape. Now I'm going to do another curve above the trees over to the left. And another curve on the other side again. It's almost made a zigzag line in the middle. And now little trees for the background. I'm doing kind of like a long row of trees on the left. And guys, they're just zigzag, curvy lines, fun lines. Do whatever kind of lines you feel like doing. Make some trees that go over on the right side too. Look at the middle of the page, you can kind of see a zigzag. It's pretty neat. And those small trees are the background. And now we're going to do a sun or a moon. Find something circular. A coin would work. Like a quarter. Make sure you hold it down nice and firm when you trace around it. Okay. So there it is. Let's add some clouds. I like to do almost a straight line and then go up above it. Do some curved lines above it. And let's do some more clouds, another almost straight line. And then I'm going to do some more curved lines that get a little bit taller above it. And let's do another. Let's do a little cloud. Okay. Great. The drawing is pretty much done. You can add other details. If you're adding details in the foreground, which is that area up close where I have my flower, you can have your details a little bigger. And then if you add any details in the background, make them smaller. There are some flowers. That's nice. Okay, I think I am done with my drawing. The next step is coloring. You may pause the video and work on your drawing. You can even outline your drawing lines if you'd like. And we will be using analogous colors for the entire drawing. you can use anything you have at home to color with. That could even be highlighters, any kind of markers, color pencils, crayons, anything you have. Okay, so the next portion of the video, you're going to see me use a set of analogous colors that are in the same color family. They're warm colors, like the sun. You can see them here on the right. My marker will not stay in place. So I'm just pulling out all of my yellow and my orange markers. I'm even going to look through my colored pencils and see what I have. You can use all kinds of materials on this if you want, as long as they're the colors that you need. And we're going to experiment layering colors. So I'm going to use, like, for example, an orange on top of a yellow. And I'm showing you some other analogous color schemes that are cool. So if you'd rather use cool colors, that's fine too. Really, it's up to you what analogous colors you use. You can take a look at that color wheel on the slide and really take a look and see what colors do you like together. What color family do you want to choose for your hill country landscape? If you choose cool colors like blues and purples, you could have it be the night sky and it would be a moon. Or if you used warm colors, it would look more like daylight or the sunset. You'll see here I'm just pulling out what I have in the warm colors, and I'm going to be layering them on top of each other to make those colors in between, the intermediate colors, the ones between the primary and secondary, the pretty ones. So I'll be layering my colors. Look at all these. You can do warm, cool, any analogous color. So everybody, while I'm coloring, I'm actually going to be speeding up the video a bit because I want you to pull out your colors and start with your own color palette. It won't be exactly like mine, probably. So you can color it however you want, as long as you're using analogous colors. Please try to fill the page if you can. That's another reason we folded it in half, so that way we didn't have too much to color. And if you need to take a break, please do. And also, make sure you pause the video as much as you need. And I hope you enjoy coloring this awesome landscape. I also want to say, if your landscape is not exactly like mine, or you have less hills, or you have different hills, or maybe you don't even have hills at all, maybe you have a lake or something, that is okay. You can change your landscape. I just want you to have fun and use analogous colors on a drawing. Also, guys, don't forget that you can use any materials to color. So if you're missing an orange from your marker pack or something like that, look around to see if you have an orange crayon or even highlighter or colored pencil. You can use any materials you want as long as you're trying to use analogous colors. And try your best to color inside the lines so you can practice coloring. And you can see with markers, there's a little bit of a trick. You can go back over it a few times so it's the same shade. If you go fast, or you don't have to go fast, but if you go one side to the other, you'll see it'll create streak marks, which sometimes is really cool, like if you're doing a hill. And I'm actually putting that marker aside, the orange I was just using in that last hill, because it was getting a little dried up from using it. So if you can put it aside and wait a minute, the ink will come back and it'll be as good as new in just a moment. So try that out if your markers ever run low, and switch to a new color and wait. So you can see I'm just coloring along here, doing the best I can to color inside the lines and use analogous colors. I cannot wait to see what you guys make. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned a lot about color families and analogous colors. Okay, bye-bye.